What is up, people? Mr. Failure here, bringing another video. It's a little bit different than what you're used to, but stick with me, please. So many people have asked what the hashtag Save Red Dead Online meant. You may have seen it online somewhere. It trended on Twitter for a month straight. This is not, or was not, a negative campaign. But let me just show you so that maybe you can understand. October 1st, 2013. Grand Theft Auto 5 title update. In addition to opening up access to Grand Theft Auto Online, today's automatic update for GTA 5 on both platforms features a host of fixes, issues, etc. Basically, October 1st, 2013 was the birth of Grand Theft Auto Online. May 14th, 2019. 6 years later, almost a full 6 years. Today's update to Red Dead Online brings a host of new gameplay, including new cooperative story missions, free roam activities, and the addition of poker, alongside a range of updates and improvements that strengthen and stabilize the foundational world of the Red Dead Online experience. A massive thank you to everyone who participated during the beta period. Your feedback has been instrumental in helping us fine-tune the game so far, with many of your suggestions implemented in today's update, and we will continue to implement more of your feedback in the future updates to come. This is just the beginning. The future of Red Dead Online not only includes continued improvements to the core elements of the world to make every aspect of the game fun for all kinds of players, but also brand new experiences that establish a deeper, more immersive connection to the world and your character. They introduced the Land of Opportunities missions, which are co-op missions. They introduced free roam missions. They introduced posse versus challenges, dynamic events. They introduced poker, overrun showdown mode, new revolver clothing, more playing styles, the hostility system, balances improvements that came from the beta version of online. They introduced a What's Next section to let you know what to expect in the future. Even what to expect in the coming summer, months down the road. January 28th, 2020. GTA Online and Red Dead Online have a record-breaking holiday season. We'd like to thank our entire community and all the incredible players we have in both games for another record-breaking holiday season for both Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Online. Everyone from the heist crews, stunters, and racers in GTA Online to the moonshiners, bounty hunters, traders, and collectors of Red Dead Online, along with all the players happy to wander, explore, and create their own adventures in both worlds. We thank you for helping to build some of the best gaming communities around. Thanks to all of you, Grand Theft Auto Online is entering its 7th year, more popular than ever, after breaking records for daily, weekly, monthly averages in July and August consecutively following the release of the Diamond Casino and Resort. The December launch of the Diamond Casino Heist broke even those records, bringing players back in bigger numbers than ever before for the holiday period. Meanwhile, the untamed open spaces of Red Dead Online moved out of beta in 2019 and began to forge its own path to become to becoming a dynamic online world as we optimized animation speeds and controls for better PvP combat, added anti-griefing measures, infused additional life into the world with new free roam activities, and introduced the Outlaw Pass for a whole new system of rewards and improved progress. As this year went on, players had more reasons to immerse themselves in the world and their characters with the introduction of the first 4 of many frontier pursuits: the Bounty Hunter, Trader, Collector, and Moonshiner. Notice they said the first 4 of many, allowing players to progress through multiple roles simultaneously while earning new role-specific skills, clothing, weapons, and other items along the way. These changes and additions helped push Red Dead Online to a new peak in player numbers in December, following the release of the Moonshiners update, topping those numbers again in January. With 2 distinct worlds now alive and thriving, we are very fortunate to have such a dedicated fan base that travels with us on this journey as both continue to expand and evolve with new types of gameplay, new stories, and much more to experience over the coming year. To celebrate these milestones, we'll be offering huge bonuses in both games. There's still much more to come in 2020, etc. As we have hinted in the past, the world of Red Dead Online will continue to grow in 2020 as we expand the concept of frontier pursuits with additional roles, new missions, and many more significant updates to come. February 5th, 2021. 1 year later. Thank you to the Rockstar Games community. For everyone here at Rockstar Games, we would like to thank the community for playing with us throughout a year that was unlike any other. Whether it was plotting an offshore raid on a fortified tropical island or documenting the wonders of the frontier's animal kingdom, it has been incredible to see the community come together as we continue to expand and evolve both GTA Online and Red Dead Online. The feedback has been incredible, and we are grateful to everyone who played with us in what we are extremely humbled to say was yet another record-breaking year for both games. GTA Online shattered its own records once again with more players than any previous year. Red Dead Online also experienced more players and more new players this past December than any time since the launch of the beta. Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 also broke records for video views in 2020. A huge thank you goes out to our dedicated content creators on YouTube for their funny, skillful, and artful creations that keep us coming back for more. Here's something that I'm trying to understand reading each yearly thank you. They continuously say that Red Dead is breaking records for new players and returning players and all of this. Yet, Grand Theft Auto gets update after update after update. Red Dead got 1 in 2021, despite apparently record-breaking numbers. Let's fast forward to this year's. Thank you. February 4th, 2022. Grand Theft Auto Update Community. As the GTA Online community continues to grow stronger with each passing year, we would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for playing with us across 2021, whether through the high-speed thrills of Los Santos tuners, chasing down Dr. Dre's lost tracks in the contract, or just causing havoc in free mode with friends as we enter our 3rd console generation with much more to come in 2022 and beyond. Here's what to look forward to, etc., etc., etc. New generation for GTA Online. We sincerely appreciate the community's support over the years as the game now heads into an unprecedented 3rd console generation. And they talk about all the new improvements and all that stuff, improvements for GTA Online. What's next? The unprecedented longevity of GTA 5. We know many of you have been asking us that they basically announced Grand Theft Auto 6 and all that. Okay, so 2020, a thank you to Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Online players. 2021, a thank you to Red Dead Online and Grand Theft Auto Online players. 2022, a thank you to only Grand Theft Auto Online players. Grand Theft Auto Online came out in 2013. It's going to be 9 years old this year. Red Dead Online came out in 2019. It's going to be 3 years old this year. Not only do we get much less updates than Grand Theft Auto Online, we don't even get a thank you this year. Despite apparently, as they keep saying every year, record-breaking numbers. Here's something I forgot. Since October 2021, Red Dead Redemption 2, which includes Red Dead Online, more than doubled their average player count per day. Well, not even per day. This is the current amount of people playing. So, in average, October 2021, the average player count at any given time was 12,560. January 2022, average player count at any given time, 26,131. October 2021, peak players, the most amount of players ever playing at one time, 23,229. January, most playing at one time, 41,289. Obviously, it would be very, very, very difficult to ever match the numbers that Grand Theft Auto Online has. Just for reference, January's average players, 96,452. Peak players, 158,823. Obviously, you can't reach Grand Theft Auto's numbers. But with the amount of money that Grand Theft Auto makes, not even a third, 1/10, really, realistically speaking, 1/10 of the amount of players for Grand Theft Auto Online for a game is still quite a bit of money. Red Dead Online has an average, their average player count is almost half Red Dead Online. It's catching up to surpassing half of the player count, which is a lot of players. Yet, for some reason, 2021 seen one update, and it wasn't even a big update. It was a pretty small update in the gist of things. And they wonder why they don't have more players when they only add one update for the entire year, and then not even thank their players during their yearly thank you. The game is only not even 3 years old. Grand Theft Auto's heading into their 9th year. I understand why they want to have more support for Grand Theft Auto. That's their original game. That is their main bread and butter. But they made an online version of a game that many people have deemed nearly perfect. And with certain updates added to it in the future, it could possibly have their numbers so much closer to Grand Theft Auto's numbers. And actually, they could wind up having 2 very amazingly well-played games. There's still no bank heists. There's still no train heists. There's no properties to buy. Only a camp. Mexico has apparently been there for a while, but has never been finished to be released. There's quite a lot of there's quite a lot of suggestions for this game that so far have not happened yet. Maybe it's possible it can happen in the future. This is the thing. One thing that people haven't really pointed out too much. Grand Theft Auto Online players have actually went through a similar thing during the first few years, where they were actually not receiving many updates, if any at all, until they spoke up and asked Rockstar to give them more updates. Rockstar eventually did, and look at the player count on Grand Theft Auto now. It can happen with Red Dead as well. If Rockstar really wanted to, the player count would spike. All it would take is just a couple really good, well-planned updates, and this game could double players with not much effort. I mean, obviously a lot of effort, but you know what I mean. It wouldn't take that much to get their player count to increase. It really wouldn't. But this is what I wanted to show you. It came out in 2019, and not even 3 years later, and they already removed the thank you for Red Dead players. I still love this game. I'll still play this game. I hope my friends still play this game. But that is why the hashtag Save Red Dead Online movement started. Because we love this game. We have so much fun in this game. It just doesn't seem fair to be forgotten about by what it looks like. 3 years ago, on this post, they talked about all this stuff that's coming in the future and how bright the future of Red Dead looked. They talked about the Frontier Pursuits roles and how they came out with Bounty Hunter and Moonshine and this, and those are just the first 4 of many roles, and then only one role came out after that, the Naturalist role, and then that was it. They stopped making roles too, even though they said there was going to be many more. I'm just really I'm really hopeful that they haven't completely forgotten about it and somehow they're just working behind the scenes, and for whatever reason, they're not telling anybody. Even though they used to say upcoming, this is coming up, stay tuned for the future. There may be a big update to look forward to, something. But the silence is what players are upset about, because we don't even know if anything is coming or not. People like surprises, yeah, but they don't like being left in the dark for this long, because that makes them worry and be afraid that they're going to be forgotten about. Anyway, I wasn't trying to make this into a negative thing. I'm trying to show, possibly Rockstar, if they ever see this, that they have something special with both games, not just one. And if they put in more effort into it, they would have an amazing, two separate but together, amazingly well-run, really popular games. Anyway, keep an eye out on this channel. I will not be done with Grand Theft Auto Online. I mean, Red Dead Online, probably Grand Theft Auto Online 2. It's not a bad game, it really isn't. I just wish they treated Red Dead Online with better care like they do Grand Theft Auto. Anyway, yeah, stay tuned. I'm sure we'll have more videos in the future of our mishaps and fun adventures in Red Dead Online, as well as possibly a full playthrough of the single player of Red Dead 2. I know I attempted that once on the PlayStation 4 a couple years ago on this channel, but I want to actually do a full playthrough this time and not quit, and hopefully with webcam, if I can get that set up. Anyway, I've rambled on way too long. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.